So at Kimco Realty, we're really excited about our mixed-use platform. Lincoln Square is a perfect example of why we think mixed use is really the future for the company. We try and look at underutilized real estate and say what's the highest and best use. Lincoln Square was a perfect example of an underutilized, great location in a dynamic market.
It was really unique to have an entire city block only about a half-mile south of City Hall on Broad Street. So that in itself is hard to find in Philadelphia right now.
The apartment market is very strong in this area of Philadelphia. It's really bridging the gap between South Philly and Center City. And there's really a strong demand there for that product. We toured the site and all that was existing was an old train station. And when you look at the old train station, the architectural elements, it was almost like uncovering an ancient artifact. We got really excited about how to unlock that potential.
And what was really wonderful was finding an operator like Sprouts who were willing to work outside their normal prototype to go into the original train shed that was on site here.
We have a lot of different stores, and this is probably the most unique, just simply because of the history and the fact that we tried to be faithful to the history here.
Lincoln's body arrived here as part of his burial procession before proceeding to Independence Hall for viewing. And the history that's associated with Lincoln being at this site is really what drove the name Lincoln Square. The adaptive reuse of the train shed was an interesting process, working with the tenant to make this usable space and making it something that would operate like a modern building but yet retained its history. There's a lot to this train shed that's original, which is pretty amazing considering this is 150 years old.
We were able to go in and actually restore it back to more or less its original form, and Sprouts, as our retail partner in this case, was able to come in and open their first Sprouts Farmers Market within the Philadelphia area.
So between having a Sprouts, having enough retail volume of about 100,000 square feet with a Target, PetSmart, Starbucks, all those type of players really do make a solid core for retail that was missing in the southern part of Philadelphia city line.
We have 100,000 square feet of retail, anchored by Sprouts and Target and PetSmart. But in addition to that, we've added over 300 residential units to meet the demands of the consumer.
Residential lease-up's been really great. Through pushing our construction process, we were actually able to deliver units a little bit faster than we had originally intended. And we've been leasing units at a greater pace than we had initially anticipated without some of the amenities even being completed yet, which is really a testament to everything that this project offers. People get the vision and what we're putting together here. When you come into the building, you're immediately met with a 24-hour concierge who's there to greet you, help you with packages, let you know what's going on in the building that day. We've got 3 great open sitting areas that have TV monitors in them, fireplaces that you can use as a quiet space, you can use as a loud space if you're there with friends. We have a great media room that really is unparalleled unless maybe you have a 10, 15,000 square foot home. Great best-in-class gym space, a golf simulator, and the crown jewel of really our amenity package is the 50,000 square foot outdoor amenity space. We have outdoor kitchens, outdoor dining areas, outdoor living spaces, TV viewing lawn, and it will be more green than you have in most squares in Philadelphia.
The mixed-use model is really a reflection of how the markets have changed. In the world we live in today, there is a constant state of change, consumer needs of a city, of an urban environment, and really the needs of retail. And for us as Kimco, being good stewards of capital and managers of commercial real estate, it's really important that we continue to evolve with that change as well.
We believe that we're in a great spot as a company to unlock the embedded value of our real estate portfolio. In essence, shopping centers are very much underutilized. 75% of the real estate that we own is just parking lots that don't create any revenue. So when we look at the potential for mixed use and the further density of some of our assets, that's what gives us great excitement about the future of Kimco and Kimco 2.0.
As we move forward around the country entitling multiple mixed-use projects, We can time when we can come into the market, when maybe the rents are at the right spot, the construction pricing is at the right spot. So the more we can entitle now, I think gives Kimco a lot of flexibility as we continue to encourage the mixed-use remake of parts of our portfolio.
We are finding incredible value inside our own real estate. And that's really the 2.0, in my opinion, of what Kimco is. Entitling opportunities that weren't there and bringing value to the table for our shareholders that's really going to make a difference as we evolve.
I think that's the biggest thing for Kimco, is seeing this opportunity, repositioning our real estate for not only today's needs, but tomorrow's future. And when you look at Lincoln Square, it is just one example of what Kimco will be in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. So for all of us within the development program and Kimco as a whole, it's extremely exciting to see this project delivered and understanding that this is what the future of the company will be.
So at Kimco Realty, we're really excited about Lincoln Square because it really ties into what we believe in, which is Kimco's more than shopping. It's everyday living. And that's exactly what we're delivering at Lincoln Square.